You're watching the new home for live Grizzly athletics on the Grizzly Digital Network. We would like to thank our corporate sponsors who have made today's game possible. For more information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com. Now, here's voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. As always, I'm your host, Matt Mahoney, and today we're joined by head men's soccer coach Steve DeCou. Coach, how we doing?
We're doing great, Matty.
Did we round our lunch up to the nearest whole dollar today?
Yes?
Yes, that's a good answer. Newk has got a partnership right now with Gwinnett Medical Center. If you round your meal up to the nearest whole dollar, that change gets donated to the Gwinnett Medical Center. It's going on all month of October here. It goes directly to the cancer patients and raise funds and awareness for breast cancer right here in Gwinnett County. It's a great cause and a great partnership. Newk will match a portion of that proceeds as well to the Gwinnett Medical Center. How about some soccer, Coach? Let's talk some soccer.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about this past weekend.
And finally, we get out on the pitch. How did it feel for the guys and you to just play the game that you love so much?
It was exhausting. After everything we've been through, at the end of the 90 minutes, we were just emotionally shattered. It was great in that allowing us to get a semblance of normalcy back to our lives. We tell them, no matter what, you're going to have trials and tribulations in life, whether it's a bad test, girlfriend breaks up with you, whatever. Use the field as kind of your sanctuary.
Yeah.
And that really got put to the test this last about 10 days. And so to be able to just get back out and train and play a game and kind of get a feeling of somewhat of normal, as much as we can be normal as possible, it was just great to play again.
What's definitely not normal is James Toombs' effort the last two games. He has come out, man, on fire. 2 games, 2 goals for him. What does he bring to the table that nobody else on the team does?
One word, speed.
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
James is very quick. And I'll be honest, he gets it from his mama. His mom ran track at University of Houston back in the 80s with Carl Lewis and all of that. So James gets that from his mama, and you can't teach speed. I mean, you think about what he was able to do in the Talladega game, and then Saturday, the ball that Arian Zhiganyek played him in, they had no answer for that. And so, James had to sit out for some academic reasons, but once he got that in order and came back, he's really come on from last year. I mean, last year he had some, issues with balance and whatnot, and he simplified his game. And so through the hard work James put in the off season and a bit of that hunger and desire, what a great way to open your account and get 2 goals in 2 games.
And what's unbelievable for James is a lot of people talk about quickness and speed. They can be at max acceleration in 1 or 2 steps. He leaves people in the dust. Like, he accelerates past defenders with the ball at his feet. It's just unbelievable what he can bring to the table. And just, you mentioned it before, kind of that depth and that rotation is starting to grow up top, and that can be nothing but good for Coach.
Oh, exactly. I mean, we went probably 17 deep on Tuesday, and I think that's one of the reasons we were successful is because of the emotional wear and tear. Some guys just kind of gave their 15, 20, 30 minutes and then hit the wall. And so we were able to rotate guys in and we're able to bring different things at you. When you've been, James Toombs went on for Sam Gomez. Sam's a big, powerful player, quick in his own right.
Yeah.
But, you've had a Sam Gomes beating on you for 30 minutes. And then all of a sudden, here comes this 19. And his first touch, all you see is the back of him as he's sprinting away from you. You're thinking, oh, great, what am I in for now? And so we're able to kind of do a nice little 1-2 punch. And not just with those 2, but with some others on the field. And so that depth, is really benefiting us now this late in the year.
A guy that has played in every game and played really well, very underrated statistically speaking, but Jack Gurr gets him his goal, his first of the season. What does it validate for his game to say, hey, you know what, I finally put one in the back of the net?
Well, for a right back, I mean, he's not going to have that many statistics. He's going to be one of those guys that when Lewis Sharp gets a shutout, that's what's going to validate him is the defensive effort. Now, Jack is extremely talented.
Loves to get forward, too.
Loves to, and that's part of our philosophy. I mean, I'll make no bones about it. I like outside backs that attack. I like what Jack can give us going forward. Maybe down the road, we move him forward because he's got such a great soccer brain. He knows where the ball should be played. He knows when. He's got great technical ability. But for now, as a right back, he's given us what we want. And for him to get a goal, to open his account like he did, I mean, he was inside the box when the keeper went up for the challenge, went to win it, mispunched it, falls right to Jack's feet. Typical right back is 65 yards away, watching going, I hope somebody gets on the end of that, but there was Jack for it was an open net. He just had to tap it in. So to validate him, I don't think he needs much validation. The kid knows what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's great is part of that defense, and Lewis Sharp picks up 8 saves to preserve that 2-1 win. Describe Lewis's effort, because on good days, he doesn't do anything, but on days that his number's called, like on Saturday, he picks up 8 quality saves.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee Wesleyan, real good side. They're number 9. What a monster.
Yeah,
he reminded me of a Tom Butler. Was just such a physical presence, and he beat up some of our guys. Some of the shots, though, that Sharpie had to save were pretty simple. I mean, we'll allow you to shoot a ball 20 yards away. It's because with his frame, it's going to take quite an effort to get by him. But he had some big-time saves on Saturday that helped preserve the win and allowed us to get that W.
So a big win for the Grizzlies. They keep moving forward through the month of October here. We'll talk about it like we always do every week. NAI poll comes out, we move up a spot. Not necessarily good or bad, but as long as we're in that conversation, that's all that really matters moving forward.
Yeah. It's always great to be there because we talked about it before with the RPI, and actually that comes out this afternoon.
Oh, this afternoon.
It comes out in the next 24 hours. I'm not sure when, but actually I think it's today.
Yeah.
That's the true indicator.
Yeah.
We were 6th in the first one. If we can stay top 10, then that puts us in the driver's seat to get an at-large bid no matter what happens in Iowa at the conference tournament, and potentially to host an opening round game. That's not to say we're not going to go back to Iowa and do all we can to defend our title, but when you've got in your back pocket, I mean, it was like last season, we knew we were in the conference tournament no matter what, and we could just relax and go play. This will allow us to go into that tournament, enjoy ourselves, and try to win it.
This Saturday, you're going to travel to South Carolina to play a team's home in Georgia. It makes no sense to me, but it's right on the other side of the river there for SCAD Savannah. What are you expecting out of that game here? And SCAD and Georgia Gwinnett have had some historically good contests in the past.
Well, SCAD's soccer field in comparison to their university is about as close as Newk's is to the athletic building. So basically you cross the river, you're in South Carolina, and you're a mile or so away. Number one, we got to deal with the love bugs.
Yep.
They will be out in force down there, which if you've never seen a love bug, no thanks.
Not fun.
2, we've had great, they've all been 1-goal games, and it's going to be another tough test. I mean, SCAD's top of the Sun Conference right now. They are in Daytona Beach tonight to go to play Embry-Riddle.
Yep.
They play us on Saturday and then turn around next week and close out their season with Thomas. So probably 3 of their most difficult games, I would say.
Yeah.
Coming up, and so they're 8-2-2, which as we look at the RPI on the road, they're just outside the top of the part. They're 26 in the last poll. It's going to be a great test. But even when teams were, we were a new program, or last year they were struggling a little bit.
Right.
It's a 1-goal game, and it's a battle. And Coach Melville does a great job getting his guys prepared. So we know what we're up against. We know we've got to come in and put in a great performance, but. Let's just get down there, enjoy ourselves, and see what happens.
It'll be a late one, too. 7 o'clock at SCAD Savannah. The Grizzlies will travel down there. Late night coming back, but we'll look forward to seeing you guys back on Wednesday here on the show. Coach, safe travels down there. Good luck. Thanks for being on the show here.
Thanks, Matty. Enjoy being here.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back. I'm not sure with who, but we'll come back here. This is Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
So I need to stick around.
How long are we gonna take for us to get there?
4.5 hours, I think.
4.5 hours?
Apparently.
Woo. Now you get the ball from David. You go. Come on, guys, hey. Try to stay focused. Yeah, attack! Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Good one. Good touch. 21. How many you got? 21. How many you got?
29. You missed a 3. Go for a jog.
There's surely one down the hill, man. 10, 11, 12. That's good. 1, 2, 3. Grizzlies!
Nice stuff, boys. Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Our administrators, coaches, and staff are proud to be one of the newest members in the NAIA. We aim to uphold the NAIA Champions of Character principles by promoting a positive climate for growth while fostering relationships within Georgia Gwinnett College, Lawrenceville, and Gwinnett County. In addition, we embrace our core values for the Grizzly Athletic Department: sportsmanship, leadership, service, responsibility, and pursuing excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Go Grizzlies!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. I found him, the one and only head women's soccer coach, Domenic Martelli. Coach, how we doing?
Maddie, it's just a wonderful day.
It is a nice day.
Today, I mean, it's the weather is really starting to change a little bit. I think it's going to get warmer next week, but today high in the mid-60s.
I'll take it.
Great weather, great
I'll
soccer
take it.
weather.
Your Grizzlies have been playing good soccer as well as the good weather, too, here recently. Go to Tennessee Wesleyan, pick up a big win. What did that mean to Coach to go on the road again and get a win?
Well, I think when you look at what transpired either right before the game, as far as the guys' game, getting a few extra minutes here and there, and then in our case, a few injuries, we had to really have a little bit of a patchwork lineup throughout the game and see what was working, what wasn't. Honestly, we just had a couple minutes where they had put some pressure on us, and I think they're a very good team with some quality players, and it ended up they got the tying goal in the beginning of the first second half, but after that I thought we did enough to create chances, and it was just a matter of time, and we got a nice goal in overtime.
I was watching the game on my computer at home, and I thought second half kept going on, and I was like, man, we're getting close, but we're running out of time, and then we ran out of time, and I thought, home sweet home again here, overtime. We're used to this, and I'm not saying I knew we were going to win in overtime, but I felt that we were more comfortable in overtime than what Tennessee was.
And I think it just came to a point where, okay, that was over. There was nothing wrong with that game. There was nothing negative about playing overtime. It just allowed us to get some more minutes for a few people, and it gave us that opportunity to get a goal.
You talk about 20 players 20 Grizzlies step on the field again here. This depth just keeps getting better and better. Does it help, Coach, to make those decisions in the game? Is it about, hey, I have a rotation, I stick to it? Or is it, hey, whoever's playing the best right now, today, at this moment, that's who's going to stay out there?
Well, it's nice to have a rotation when you go in, but like I said, there was injuries. There was some kids who couldn't play much longer. That's where the patchwork came. And then again, it was who was playing where, who was playing well where and what positions, and then that's what we went to start the overtime. And I think, like I said, it was just a matter of time.
Does it help or hurt when you sit there on the bench and you go, golly, who do I play now? Or is it help that you got options? Which one do you like?
Well, I don't think I ever felt that way. I really thought it was who was going to get us the best chance. It wasn't like, okay, this person has to play because this person was playing poorly. It was like who can go at them and who can do what we want to do that makes us good. And again, what makes us good is running and getting forward and having space to do things. And at times they were very disciplined, Tennessee Wesleyan. But again, the way the goal happened, we can score 100 goals that way, and just got to get those opportunities.
One of the persons that is playing really well right now is Bethany Johnson. She's netted 2 goals in the last 2 games. What's working well for her right now?
Well, I think she's a lot closer to being healthy. She's a natural player around the box. Some of the goals she scored in the last couple of games have been over distance, but she's very good in and around the goal mouth too. What helped us in that game is we needed someone to win some balls, but we needed someone to hold off some of the pressure that they were giving us in the midfield and then play some balls into our athletic forwards.
Right.
And that's what she did. I mean, when you look at the highlight of the goal, it was awesome. And again, she turned well, played a great ball, and then she found Nikki who had to go 40 yards with the ball at pace and score.
And somebody you can always count on, whether it's Mary or Nikki or one of the veterans up top. They always come through in the clutch, especially in overtime. Nikki picks up a game-winning goal, second of her career. Is it just one of those where you expect somebody like that to shine in a moment, but you don't know who?
Well, I think she's had her, back and forth of being healthy and coming in and playing in games that she can do some of the things she does well. I just think looking at that win and everybody who played and the rest of the team who might not have played in that game, practice has just been upbeat. Yesterday's practice was very positive, very, very up-tempo. well, that's what we need going into Saturday. That's what we need moving forward for the conference.
I noticed there's a lot of pink at practice too. Look at the pink pennies. I've seen them in the game, but you bust them out of practice too.
Well, yeah, I mean,
girls like that?
Well, the thing is, pennies tend to disappear, kind of like socks. So you always start with 12 of a color.
Colin's smiling back there. He knows what you're talking about.
You always start with 12 of a color, and then all of a sudden you're left with 9 yellows and 8 greens and not as many to fill the team. So right now we have over 12 pink ones, and we bought them for the pink out games so that they can wear them on the sideline. But now when we want to get 15 players in a color, okay, this player has 12, this player has 12, and let's go. So that's kind of what we did.
Not only has the October brought the breast cancer awareness as well, but the unbeaten streak has brought itself to the Grizzlies. I don't want to scare it away just yet. We're playing at home here on a little bit of momentum. Are we playing better as a team here?
Well, I think, when we look at the couple games that took away some of those streaks or some of those in-between win weekends, good games. Like I said, if we could have had a woulda, coulda, shoulda,
absolutely,
1 or 2 of those could have went in the win column, and especially the tie also. So those are gone, those are done. So it's one game at a time. Yes, Saturday's game, I think we should do pretty well. Get what we need done, get a lot out of that game, stay healthy. And then I think our in-state rival on Wednesday is going to be a big game.
Looking forward to that one. Now, don't overlook Tennessee Tennessee Temple.
Right.
This Saturday, 2 o'clock kickoff. We'll have coverage for you right here on the Grizzly Digital Network, 145.
Yes.
One, 2, and 1 at home this season. Can we get over that 500?
Yeah, I think Saturday we'll win. We'll win in a way where I think we'll try to play at a pace where we can maintain that mentality, so that Wednesday's game is the same way. Because Wednesday team could lull you into a style of play in Reinhardt, but there's enough good players, enough smart players where we want to take that lull, that rope, Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope type scenario, and just be instilling our type of style on the game and maintaining it.
I say it every week, but I'll really put the emphasis on all of them. I'm really looking forward to seeing not just the Grizzlies, but all of the Grizzlies on Saturday that get into the game.
Yes,
So
it should happen, and we have probably a couple players who we're going to rest.
Yep.
Who are coming back from injury and might need to rest even longer. But as far as everybody else, we'll be getting some good minutes in.
Well, Coach, keep it rolling. We're looking forward to Saturday. Thanks for coming on the show.
I appreciate it, and we'll see you pregame Saturday.
Absolutely. 1:45 on Saturday, Grizzlies versus Tennessee Temple. We'll take a break. We'll come back here to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Go Grizzlies!
There it is.
Say something. I don't know what to say. See, I can do facial stuff, but I can't talk. Have you said anything this whole time?
No, he's listening to everything you're saying.
Oh. What up, bro? Really?
Yeah, through ball yet? Oh. Man on. Head it. Nice. Turn. Wide. Yeah, Amy's out. Oh, yeah, back. Woo. Nice. Behind you. Yeah, go. Oh, hard look. Well done, guys, all the way through. Come on, sprint. Well done. Keep it. Well done. Well done. Well done. How's that? We're out. By half an inch.
As a member of the NAIA, Georgia Gwinnett College is responsible for the actions of its coaches, student athletes, faculty and staff, fans, boosters, and alumni. We are committed to the principle of institutional control and operating our athletics program in a manner consistent with the letter and spirit of the NAIA and Georgia Gwinnett College. We expect our student athletes to be model students in the classroom by offering academic support services in a variety of ways throughout their collegiate career. From study halls and tutoring to mentoring and personal growth and development training, GGC puts academic success at the forefront of our mission. Go Grizzlies!
Are you tracking the very latest with Grizzly Athletics? Stay up to date by following Grizzly Athletics on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can join the conversation by using the hashtag Grizzly Athletics all season long. And as always, catch all the recaps, stats, and news on GrizzlyAthletics.com. Don't be left out. Follow all the latest with Grizzly Athletics online.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. Today, we had a scheduled guest of Mr. Jordan Cox on the men's tennis team, but Jordan and Chase and the rest of both tennis programs were invited to President's office for a lunch today to celebrate their national championships from last season. So Jordan won't be with us this week. I'll give you a little insider information. He'll probably be on the show next week. So at this time, we'll introduce Jordan and the rest of the Grizzlies as they competed in the fall wrap-up season at the Grizzly Open down at the GGC tennis facility. And here's a look at the highlights and the comments from that. "16 schools collided at the GGC tennis facility for the second annual Grizzly Tennis Open. After 3 days of competition, the dust settled to find the Grizzlies standing tall.
It's been a lot of work the past 3 days putting on the event. It's been a phenomenal event. We've had a lot of compliments from all the teams that came in. We certainly enjoyed hosting everybody. Couldn't have asked for a more beautiful weather either, and to finish with a couple titles always makes it a bit more sweet.
I really enjoyed playing with Jordan. You know, we won the tournament, and I'm really happy about that.
We just complemented each other really well. He's, you know, good grinder, makes a lot of heavy balls, good returns. I feel like I, you know, help him out at net, putting away some volleys. I always felt confident we could play good tennis together, but coming out and winning the Grizzly Open and, you know, playing our teammates in the final, having a good match, but it gives us a lot of confidence going into next semester.
There was many people here supporting GGC, and we really appreciate that.
Obviously Val, I mean, she took down a couple Barry opponents. They won the national championship last year. I'm very proud of her, and she came through and stepped up for us.
Adam and Chase really were like, yeah, you should play the tournament, and you know you won it in the end, because I felt kind of bad after the nationals, and so mentally I was kind of broken, and they really got me fired up for the tournament. We started doubles on Friday. It was the first time I played with Clara, actually, and we had so much fun. Saturday morning I started with singles, then I started playing, I think, another doubles with Clara, which we won, and then another singles, I won, then another doubles, we won. And then this morning I got up and then I had to play at 8 a.m. and I was like, no. Then the singles, I was like, oh God, one more match. And I've seen her play and she beat Clara, so she beat my doubles partner, so I was like, I got to win this one for her. It's really good, and especially since it's the last thing we do before the spring starts, and it's also to kind of close out this semester, so yeah, I feel super good.
Connor on the men's side, for him to come in and win the A flight and play the way he played, especially beating a guy who competed for a Division II national championship a couple weeks ago, and to beat him the way he did, I think speaks volumes for the type of player Connor is.
I really elevated my game throughout the whole weekend. I mean, it was day one, we played all right, whatever, and then after today, I mean, I couldn't do anything better, I thought. I mean, it was definitely 100%. It's good. I mean, the match does it all. I mean, I played extremely well, like I said, and I mean, it's very nice to be able to come on top.
All in all, you know, we have some new players that, you know, have meshed in well with the current team, and we just got to continue to get better.
The Grizzly Open wraps up the fall tennis schedule for GGC. The Grizzlies will hit the books and the weights through the semester break before returning to the court for the spring NAIA season. For more information, including a full recap of the Grizzly Open, log on to GrizzlyAthletics.com. From Lawrenceville, Georgia, I'm Matt Mahoney for the Grizzly Digital Network. Good job reporting there, Matt. Well done. We'll wrap up the show here at Grizzlies Live. As always, Grizzly Game Bites newsletter. Sign up for it. Grizzly Club is in full effect. Don't forget, come by Newk's Eatery here. Round your meal up to the next whole dollar. That change can be donated to the Gwinnett Medical Center Foundation throughout the month of October for breast cancer awareness and breast cancer research for patients specifically here in Gwinnett County. Again, men's soccer is in action this Saturday on the road in Scad, Savannah. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 o'clock. We'll have a full recap of that on our website as the newly ranked number 11 team in the coaches poll, Georgia Gwinnett, will travel to Scad, Savannah. Our women's soccer team will be in action this Saturday against Tennessee Temple. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock. We'll have pregame coverage for you right here on the Grizzly Digital Network at 1:45 as we welcome back the Grizzlies here at home. Our tweet of the week comes to you from our GGC Tennis Twitter account, where they took a picture of both Jordan and Matthias competing under the lights on a beautiful Saturday night at the Grizzly Tennis Open. And again, fans, you can be one of our tweet of the week by using any of the hashtags you see on your screen there. We'll be back here next Wednesday for Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. As always, 12 o'clock. You can come in the restaurant, check out the show, or watch online, grizzlyathletics.com. Anything else I'm forgetting? Colin, Marissa, Clay? Clay's learning. Clay's got the thumbs up going too. He was so close to being on air. He has no idea if Dom had been any more late than what he already was. But that'll do it here for our entire cast and crew. I'm Matt Mahoney signing off, saying so long, everybody. This is the Grizzly Digital Network.
I'd like to thank all of our corporate sponsors who have made today's game possible. You can watch this game and previous games by clicking the On Demand tab at the top of the page. In addition, you can watch coaches' shows and weekly feature stories all on the Grizzly Digital Network by clicking the On Demand tab as well. For the latest information, including game recaps, schedules, and so much more, visit grizzlyathletics.com.